Oh, what a beautiful, magical day here in the Northeast.
Yeah,
It's the great Mark Puttenvink.
it's a
And
wintry mix.
yeah, that's right. We have with your Patriot training system. Mark can train anybody on any planet. In Mexico, he trains the cartel in Mexico.
Yes,
That's terrible.
trained all those guys.
I shouldn't say that. That's terrible. He trains the people in Iran. Do you train?
Yeah.
Like, can you help people build nuclear weapons as well? Can you do that?
Yeah, I just made one before,
Sure.
right after my
In
opening.
the kitchen there.
Yeah.
And beautiful. I haven't said it in about a month or something. Beautiful. What's town?
Think of a beach.
Sandy Beach. Yes, Sandy. That's right.
Sandy, Utah.
What's the girl that hangs out at the beach? What's her name? Sandy.
Sandy. Yeah.
How about the bad dad jokes? Like, what's the guy's name who it's terrible? No arms, no legs. He's in the pool. What's his name?
Bob. What if he's on your front doorstep?
Matt. How
On the
about
wall. On the wall.
Matt? Art.
Yeah.
Oh, what time is it when the elephant sat on your fence?
Time to get out of the fence. I don't know.
Time to get a new fence. Yes.
Time to get a new fence. Yeah.
What did the Indians say when the dog jumped off the cliff?
I don't know.
Dog gone.
Doggone.
My sons, when it's fine, you're probably the same way with your sons. When they're
Oh,
smaller, they thought it was very funny, and then as you get older, it's like, oh, Dad,
like,
please shut up. Yeah,
Yeah. When you go to Cheesecake Factory and they give you that, you give the name and they give you that that square that lights up when your table's ready.
yeah,
And they go, they'll say lay loft table for 4.
yeah.
So the kids were the boys were like, I don't know, 10, 11, 12. And it's crowded too on a Friday.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden here, hamster, table for 4. Come on, boys, let's go. They're like, why do you do that? Why?
Oh, I know. And isn't it funnier as you get older because it embarrasses people more?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like, yeah. Oh, that's funny stuff.
Stuck in perpetual
Our
high
buddy Mike Elwood, who reminds us about Shane Gillis. Yes, that's right. He trained Shane Gillis as well. We met
Yeah.
Mike in person up in beautiful Hartford there a couple weeks ago.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Fine gentleman.
Yeah.
Okay, a couple of things. Really, there's quite a bit going on, but most importantly, in my world, my sourdough starter is on fire.
Really?
Oh, it's finally gotten to the point where you got to feed it and love it and really have a relationship with it and everything, And sometimes my relationships have not worked out in the past, and I'm really making an effort to have this relationship
the sourdough
work out. Yes.
Yeah.
So last week you feed it, then you come and check on it in the morning, and it had just bloomed. It was like overflowing.
What if you read poetry to it?
It might work. It is sensitive like that.
Well,
Yeah.
It is alive, right? It's yeast.
Yeah, definitely. On a very serious note, we're gonna a lot of things to touch on. You know what I find myself. So one of the things that really perturbs me through all this politics and Epstein and everything is the fact that all these kids are being abused, not just in the Epstein story, but worldwide, right? And we do nothing about it, right? So I've opened my big mouth, but I haven't really done much about it either, right? So it's going to be a mission now on our show every day when we close up. We talk about 988, the mental health hotline, but really remind people let's all find a way to help kids more too.
Yeah. Why don't we do this? Why don't we get 3 or 4 kids that we can find that are missing and put it out there every week?
Good point. And you know what? Love it. Love that.
Yeah. No, it's really frustrating because you really are kind of handicapped in what you can do because it's really, and I'm not going to pick on any political party because they're both complicit, but you had 65,000 phone calls or kids that were given a phone.
Yeah.
They came across the border to call.
Yeah.
To say, hey, I need help or whatever. And they had one person, believe it or not, the federal government taking all those calls. Yeah. One person.
Yeah. I think
65,000 children.
Kind of tells you how deep the problem goes, right? Like the people, the fact that we don't hear it all the time in the news, we don't hear it. It's one of the worst crimes you can ever do to any person.
I told my cousin Brendan, even if only 1% of the Epstein file is true, it's horrific. It's absolutely horrific.
Yeah. So that's going to be our mission. And I like your idea. We'll find ways to get the message out there more.
Yeah.
To just find some way to, get help for these kids. Get them the news out there that these kids are gone, right? Yeah.
There are active, most of them are ex-special force guys that have got together and searching out kids that are being trafficked. I know there's a group on the West Coast that are all former SEALs. I also know there's a guy, you've probably seen his video, Victor Marks is his name. He was a special force guy. I forget what, but he does the world's quickest, I think he's in the Guinness Book World Record, of gun disarm. Like when a guy's standing in front of you, he can snatch it. And he became pretty famous for it. But he leads a group. I don't know what their name is, but they do just that. They try to prevent, stop, intercede on trafficking.
Sure. Like even there'd be a lot of things we could do, right? Like educating parents. I remember we were in a mall when my kids were small, and I'm not trying to pick on this, but a long time ago. But and a woman was shopping. She had her small child with her, and went into a store, and kind of forgot about her child. The child was out in the walkway crying, and myself and my sons, stayed with him until she realized. And it was a couple of minutes. Because the kid could have been snatched, So that happens. And they're not bad people. I think people are just not aware of the reality.
How fast it can occur. Yeah. Sean was probably like 3.5, and we were at this town a picnic. They had bands and music and food and stuff and rides. Actually, Sean was only maybe 2, but anyhow, I turned my back for a second and he was gone. Oh, and you want to talk about you age and real quick.
Yeah.
And that's, the fear that set in upon myself, my wife at the time.
Totally.
We did find him like on the other side of the field where the rides were. And that's how fast he just went.
Yeah. All right. Our secret agent, Deb, how are you doing there, sister?
Good morning.
All right. Team USA wins.
Yeah.
So Mark was traveling, going to practice, and I was watching the game at home, and I was giving him kind of updates. And I said, geez, Canada's giving it to him pretty good, but Hellebuck's playing great. If they can get to overtime. And he says, if they get to overtime, I'm saying, how'd you say it? Hughes is going to score the winning goal, right?
Yeah, either one of them, because it's like 3-on-3. It's summer hockey. It's wide open ice. Yeah. And they're I mean, not to say it could have been McKinnon or McDavid.
That was like a meant to be win, because when you got Nathan McKinnon with a wide open net and he misses, it's kind of like that was destiny, right? That was supposed to happen.
And it's tremendous for the United States hockey program.
Yeah.
But let's remember, I mean, it's one game.
Yeah.
It's not a 7-game series or.
But what I'm really impressed by, many years ago, it used to be that U.S. may have had some more talented teams in Canada, but Canada had this grit, this learning they knew how to win. Yeah. Now that's flipped, where the U.S. has got that, like they talked about, the brotherhood. The guys are fighting together and find a way to win. So
as you know, I'm the only American on the coaching staff here.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you saw, but I posted it. It was a pretty quiet locker room yesterday morning.
Yeah, I saw that. Yes.
So Aaron Spilo, who was sits up, he put his skates on and he looks up. Is there a game today?
Well, that's gonna be a big thing up in Canada, man. That's gonna be.
They were all saying, yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be a tough pill to swallow, because to have that good of a team, because they had a great team, and then not win it. And
I tell you what kind of bothers me though in all this. Why does there seem to be this Canada USA hating each other? I mean, we better be brothers here, because the world's not really.
I know. I think they're creating that. They want to have that. It's one of those deals that to build that. Everybody's like, oh, geez, I can't wait to watch Canada US because they hate each other.
Well, did you see what Austin Matthews said?
What's that?
Something to the effect of, hey, don't be mad at us. If you're mad at the politicians, that's one thing, but don't be mad at Americans. Right. He goes, your last prime minister, what did he say? Wore blackface, divorced his wife, and is dating Katy Perry now. So, all right.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I give him credit, because he's usually pretty bland. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Okay. Susan's up here.
Goodrow's kids out and stuff. It was pretty touching.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah. We just good MVP. Hellebuck definitely deserved it. You know what? If they'd given it to Hellebuck, you couldn't have argued. I mean,
Celebrini he's a generational kid, it looks like.
Whew, man, at that age. Wow. Imagine the thought process for him. He's out there in a gold medal game with Connor McDavid, Nathan McKinnon, all these guys. Now, he's a great player, but still, what's he, 19?
The kid, yeah. Yeah.
To be able to say, okay, like most kids, and rightfully so, I just want to get it to McKinnon. I want to get it to McDavid. Right? I don't want the button, but they were feeding him. Like they wanted him to have the puck. Yeah. That was cool.
Well, that's a good thing for Canada because he's only 19. You're going to have this guy in the team for quite a while.
Definitely.
He already, to me anyhow, displays really great leadership qualities.
Yeah. Yeah.
The way he conducts his business. Yeah.
And figure they've got the kid there in the Islanders defenseman. What's his name? What's the young defenseman?
Yeah, I can't think of it right now.
Yeah. He's coming up too. So yeah, hockey's great. I'll tell you, North American hockey in general. And then you figure that Russia wasn't even there either. So that's another good hockey country.
Yeah. I think why are we doing that? Again, it's not the players, it's the government. Let them play.
I know.
And in fact, what do you run the risk of winning and saying, hey, we beat Russia? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
That would be a good thing.
You kind of wonder, like any other, what's going on behind the scenes, right? There's got to be other stuff happening.
Of course. Yeah.
That always.
Always.
What else is going on? Okay. Snow here today. Okay. So, we're the chosen ones, right? We've evolved as souls. Yeah. We're able to look at the positive, right?
Touch into the alien side of things.
Yes. So now we have all the snow and we turn on the news and oh, it's terrible outside. But don't people like travel to places like Salt Lake City to be in the snow?
Yeah.
But we're in the snow and we're complaining.
Well, you grew up in Canada, so this is like, what do you guys do?
If your kids and your parents, you bundle the kids up, find a little hill, get a sled, let's go sledding.
Yeah.
Oh man.
The first time, because a long time ago, Bruce Driver said, "What's a snow day?"
I know.
Now it's so bad in Jersey. Like last year, or the year before, they predicted snow. They called school off the night before, and it never snowed.
We do overreact a little bit.
A little bit.
Susan Brooks, JT Miller, and Trocheck proved why they were there. Okay, Susan.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Miller had to help her on the overtime.
Yeah.
Played well.
I like the concept, and it goes way back to Herb Brooks, and he wasn't the first, but you can't pick an all-star team. You pick people for certain roles, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Just wish those guys would do it for the Rangers. I guess it's going to be the question.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of part of it.
Imagine coming back. Okay, you're JT Miller and you're Trocheck. You've gone to the Olympics. You won a gold medal. Now you're coming back to the Rangers, who sent out a letter and basically said the season's over.
Gave up.
We gave up. Man, that's a tough one.
Yeah, I don't understand that mentality with the letters.
I know. Yeah.
Did I tell you about the email the Oshawa Generals sent out?
No.
This is a fact.
Maybe you did mention it. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago, the Oshawa Generals sent out an email to the season ticket holders, in essence saying, please shower before you come to the games. It's really smelly in here. And then they had to follow up with an apology email saying, hey, we hope we didn't offend anyone. Yeah.
So imagine the thought process, because obviously somebody had to think that through and say, okay, this is a good idea to do.
5 other people had to approve of it.
Yeah. So, okay. So we're going to send a letter to our season ticket holders, basically insulting them, saying, you stink. You need to take your shower.
What's Oshawa like? Is that farm country, Oshawa?
No, it's a city.
No, it's a city, right? Yeah.
It's
so it's not like they just walked off the prairie.
Well, yeah, but there'd be outside the city, there'd be some farm country, but still.
Yeah.
That's funny. I'd harder to clean, like being the bachelor that I am. I wouldn't understand this now because you've got this beautiful woman that you call your partner, your love, whatever you want to call it. So I don't necessarily keep my place spotless. It looks nice, but if you really dissect it, some dusty spots.
A white glove treatment.
Yeah, would not do well with that. So I hired a cleaning lady, wonderful Hispanic woman, came in probably about 3 months ago.
Yeah,
I felt terrible. She charged me, I think, $130 to do the place. It was it's a small, like I probably got 1,500 square feet here, and poor woman was sweating profusely when she got done.
Yeah,
because there was quite a bit of work to do. I didn't have change. I had 2 $100 bills. I said, next time, here's 200. Next time we'll make up the difference.
Right.
So I didn't talk to her for a while. I called her, texted her the other day. She said,
I'm not coming back.
It was close to that. She says, if I come back, I've got to charge you $200 and I've got to bring somebody else with me. I've never been to a place that was so dirty.
Wow.
I think there might have been a little bit of negotiation going on there, but still, it was
That's
very funny.
Not the right way to approach it.
Yeah, it was very funny.
Yeah, we are done every 2 weeks when we're in New Jersey. It's a lot less than that. And then they do it. They come in like stormtroopers, but they do. I mean, they don't do a great job. They do a good job, but they come through like at 100 miles an hour. So we're always finding stuff like
yeah. And they definitely have that thing where they'll move something and don't put it back where it was before. Like they basically they redecorate the whole house, really.
Yeah. In their own motif. You know what? In retrospect, Tom, she may have just been sweating. You may want to remind her of this, that she was in the presence of somebody.
You know what? I never thought of that. Thought of that.
That could be what it was.
Right.
Too. Yeah.
That's true. She's, oh my God, it's Tom Laidlaw's
greatness.
Right. Yeah. Greatness. Yeah. She starts to sweat.
Well, she's double dipping because she's getting $200 from you. And whoever she brings, she's charging. We're going over Tom's house.
You want to go to Tom's? I'm going to charge $100 to go to Tom's.
I can get you inside. I can get you in his bedroom.
It was so funny when she sent me that text. It says, "That's probably the dirtiest place ever."
Now, and I can't believe that for a moment.
Yeah, she's very sweet. I'm sure probably people are always trying to mess with her, but she gets probably always people trying to get the cheapest price possible. Yeah.
But so she's negotiating. Do you ever watch that Senator John Kennedy from Louisiana?
Yeah.
When he said, this is like one of his best, he says to one of the people he's interviewing, "You're not the dumbest person in the country, but you better hope he doesn't die."
That's excellent.
That's a good one.
Very cool. Very cool. So as you know, as you are the same way, when's your grandson or granddaughter due?
August 5th.
A granddaughter or grandson?
Granddaughter.
Granddaughter. That's right. So I have the same thing. So my granddaughter Margot is due first week of April.
Right. Yeah.
So they had I was going to say bachelor party. They had a baby shower. Yeah. Bachelor party.
No strippers there or anything. That's
well, here's the thing. There's a place in Rye that people know. It's called Kelly's. It's been around for 50 years or more. It's a local. It's a nice family restaurant kind of thing. It's Kelly's Sea Level, so it's kind of down. You walk downstairs to go into it. Cool. But it's also a local. It serves multi purposes. It's also a local gin mill as well.
Yeah.
Right. So in the past, we had spent quite a bit of time there. So there was some memories in that place, and they decided to have the baby shower at this location, which turned out to be fantastic. They had it all decorated, very family oriented. So everybody, it was a local thing. So everybody obviously had a great time. But it was funny going back in there thinking
the memories.
Yeah, the memories. And here I am for my granddaughter's baby shower.
That's full circle.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So as you know, I have the now picture on my phone when I pick it up that I'm the Viking warrior on my right.
Yeah.
So I was sitting with a bunch of people at the table. My oldest son Shane, years of Sean, was sitting there, and I grabbed my phone, or the phone moved or something, and a picture popped up. He says, "What do you got on there?" And so I showed him. And he's looking at me like, "Oh, geez, what is wrong with you?"
Yeah. Oh, I get that all.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So you can relate.
I remember even when they were little. So there was a movie called Kick Ass, right?
Yeah.
Right? And it's like kids that think they're superheroes and they actually become superheroes. So Ty, my younger son, 10 maybe in the car.
Yeah.
So driving, I go, I thought this was a kid's movie, Ty. He goes, Dad, the name of the movie is Kick Ass.
Here's our boy Ron Jameson here in beautiful Buffalo, New York.
Now they haven't really been pounded, unless I'm wrong, right? With the weather, usually they get that lake effect where
that's right.
4 feet of snow in 30 minutes.
Yeah. It is funny because Shane's actually very comfortable. He makes presentations of business, so he was going to have to get up and say a few words. And he wasn't. He said, "Do you want to say something?" I said, "Yeah, if you want me to talk, I will." Then he goes, "Nah, I'll do it." Yeah.
He was just testing. Yeah,
because the ex-wife's there, or the ex-wife's husband's there, the whole bit. Yeah. I probably told you the story when they were getting married, Shane and Leah. I was going to speak at the dinner the night before, right? Whatever they call it, rehearsal dinner. And so Shane and I got together. I'll be careful how much we had it was more of a roast. towards his future in-laws and everything, who are fantastic people. We thought it was very funny.
Yeah.
He took the speech home to his soon-to-be wife.
To proofread?
Yeah. No, that's not happening.
You're not doing that.
Yeah, she's fantastic. What's your daughter-in-law's name?
Allie.
Allie. And you get along really well with her and everything?
Oh, she's beautiful inside and out. Yeah.
I know,
Very
right?
good family, too. Yeah.
Isn't it true? Like, I mean, we're the same way. We love our sons to death. But when a woman comes along, it's like...
It's a whole different dynamic.
Yeah.
You know, and it's all new to me because they just got married October. Now they're, baby, and it's very new to me. And I have to keep reminding myself of the families, it's different. It's a good different, though. It's a real good different.
There's our boy Den. He runs. I don't think he's running his old. He used to run those fantastic events with the Rangers.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And he's now. I think he was running some in New Jersey, some roller skating rinks or something.
Okay. Yeah, it might be. Well, I know there's a big one. I want to say in Rutherford.
So it is okay. Yeah, I
Maybe
know him.
I'm sure there's more than one. But
yep. I think he was traveling. Like he was over in Serbia or something like that. I don't know where he.
Well, roller hockey's pretty big over there, right?
Is it? Oh.
I think so. Yeah, they also play that. It's like a handball game, but it's on like rollerblades, something similar to that. I forget what it is. Yeah. You ever see what they call it, bandy? It's like in Asia they play it like literally on the size of a soccer field rink.
Oh.
Yeah, and they don't use a puck. They use like a street hockey ball.
Oh.
And it's wide open, so like guys can get ahead of speed going.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they don't use like a hockey stick. It's similar. It's pretty interesting.
Very cool. Inline skating club in North Arlington.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you know it?
So yeah, there probably still is a big roller hockey league down there.
Right.
And over the years, some pretty good ice hockey players came out of that, starting in that kind of a program.
Huh? He is Croatian. Yeah, he was over on a vacation in Croatia. I saw him. Yes.
That's supposed to be really pretty.
Yeah. Actually, fine gentleman. He does a lot of stuff when he does his clinics. I've noticed. I'm assuming the same way with his inline skating. Like really tries to help the kids a lot.
So the Mullen started not inline, but the regular old rollerblades. Remember the 2 in the front, 2 in the back.
Yeah.
Both of the whole Mullen family started.
Is that what they started with? They
really did. Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, I guess way back then they didn't have the inline skates, did they?
They only had one rink, I think, in the city with Sky Rink.
That's right.
That's where Nicky used to have to take the train from Staten Island to Sky Rink. Yeah.
He tells that story like he used to have the axe in the bag. He probably had a limo.
Well, they say axe.
Right.
Like if they're questioning something, they want to ask you a question.
Right. Okay.
Maybe that's what he meant.
That's right. So he was trying to say ask.
Staten Island. Yeah.
And it came out axe.
Correct.
I see. And he thought that a limo, maybe because he led such a privileged life, he actually thought that a limo was a train. Like maybe there were several limos lined up. There was a train of limos.
He didn't live in Tote Hill, did he?
He could have. I don't know.
That's where Paul Castellano and all those guys live.
Is that where he's from?
Yeah. Maybe Nicky's got a couple of bodies.
Yeah.
Buried somewhere.
Totally. Because, the stories, what I like is as we've evolved as people, we've learned.
By the way, just so you know, he claimed best prankster. I saw a Facebook thing. Yeah.
And actually, I was part of that video, and I was thinking to myself, okay, do I ruin his luster? Do I take the shine off?
Don't take it away from him.
Yeah, I thought that's not for me to do, right?
You don't even need it.
Because they did a documentary on my practical jokes.
They did, yeah.
It was like a couple minutes long, but I call it a documentary. But
it was, yeah. It's on Paramount Prime.
Yes, exactly. Look it up. Laidlaw Practical Jokes. You can find it on YouTube. Yeah. The guy, in all seriousness, the guy that put it together, Bob Borgen, worked for Prime Ticket out in LA. The network there. Yeah. He was up for an Emmy for that, for how he put it together, not for my performance.
Yeah.
Right. I should have.
Yeah. Golden Globe.
Golden Globe, yes.
What pin would you wear?
What's that?
What pin would you wear? Like, how are you better than everybody else? What would you wear?
Yeah. So on the serious side, we'd have something to do with the child abuse issue.
Well, that's
right. Some pin for that. On the joking side, we'd have Nicky Saves the World or whatever. Right. Because the things we're finding out now about him building Madison Square Garden.
Brick by brick.
And again, this part has not been confirmed yet, but there's a theory that he actually invented the Zamboni
Yeah, with a Jeep and a 55-gallon drum in his backyard.
Yeah. And even like people like, is it Stan Mikita was taking a credit for the curved hockey stick and everything?
It was Nicky.
We think that was Nicky now, yeah.
Because he was so mad on the bench one time. Like this. Oh, wow. Let me try that.
Well, and we also think he may have invented the whole player-coach concept because him and Herbie were so close that they're basically as one.
Yeah.
So they were together, yeah.
Very thought.
It is funny because if you just looked at the pure hockey part of it, Nicky was not Herb's kind of guy at all, right? Nicky was all over the place and everything, but Herb just loved Nicky because of his passion and his
enthusiasm.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, unless we joke around, when he was on the ice, the other team played a whole different hockey game. When he was on.
And like we've mentioned many times, everybody that played for Nicky said best coach ever.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, like, and not just like from a motivational standpoint, from an X's and O's standpoint.
Oh, yeah. Nobody really knows the game.
Yeah. He's a funny man. Funny man. All right, so we got the gold medal. Okay, let's talk world events.
Oof.
You know, I did a little research too. So you may have known this, but so if you look at Russia, China, and the US, we all have nuclear weapons, right? But there's none of those countries really have a defense against nuclear weapons. Like
that we know of. Yeah.
Right. Good point. Their defense is really to say, okay, you bomb us, we're bombing you.
Yeah. It was called mutually assured deterrence.
I just thought that was interesting because I remember when the Orange Man brought up about the dome, the one that Israel, a similar one to Israel. I thought we can't defend ourselves right now. But then I think to myself, okay, so we all have nuclear weapons. I guess, like, is anybody really a threat? Because everybody knows as soon as you push that
I understand what you're saying. Well, that was the whole concept of mutually assured deterrence. In other words, you have nukes, I have nukes.
Yeah.
That's the point. But if you go back and if you're to believe this, again, because I question everything now, but when Reagan publicly announced to the world, we're going to put together the Star Wars program where we're going to be able to shoot from space nuclear weapons out of the sky, that caused the Soviets to panic. And we bankrupted them because we out-researched them. You know what I mean? We had the money and it crippled them financially, but economically, but you know what?
I know. Yeah. You know, it's interesting you talk about now they threatening to bomb Iran. I don't know what really has changed, but it is interesting how I saw a guy on the UN Council was kind of grilling some U.S. ambassador. And he basically said, okay, let me get this straight. So the U.S., you guys have bombed 8 countries. Or went through this whole list of things the U.S. have done. It says Iran has signed the treaty, whatever they have to, nuclear proliferation treaty, whatever that says, okay, here's what we have for nuclear weapons. Israel has not signed it.
Right.
And we have no way of knowing what Israel has or not. We assume Israel has nuclear weapons. I think that's pretty clear, but we don't know what they have. And they don't. But now we want to bomb Iran. And that's
to me, I think one of the things that dislike, love, hate Trump is that he doesn't really, he doesn't show his hand, which is what you want to be as a president, especially when it comes to military action. You don't want to let the enemy know anything.
Well, you know my feeling. I don't think my feeling. It's not his hand to play. I think it's other people.
Well, whoever's really calling shots. There's a lot of head fakes going on.
Yeah, is it head fakes? Well, you're right. You could be totally correct.
That's why one of the reasons AOC was really taking a task about her Munich interview, where she was asked about Taiwan. If China invaded Taiwan as president, what would you do? And she hemmed and hawed and for quite a while. And then she said, and again, Trump said, well, we're not supposed to say what we would do. So he was almost endorsing her answer as that's really the way it is. We're not going to tell them what we're going to do.
Because they haven't been told what they're going to do. They haven't been told.
I don't think she quite looked at it that way, but maybe. But
the reality is they haven't been told yet what they're going to do.
Yeah. And I often say to Beth, how is it that you got 300 and some odd Congress people, we hear from 4?
Yes. That's all. That's a charade. It's all theater. It's like professional wrestling. They get up there and they do those things. Yeah. put on a
Now,
show.
see, I would have loved Randy Macho Man to be the president. Imagine his State of the Union address.
Well, I was just Stephen. So now Stephen A. Smith, the sports commentator, has come out and said that he potentially could be running for president. Right? He's throwing the idea out there.
Why not?
But okay, let's think about this though. You think back to like 2014 when Trump. It was around that period of time when he first started saying, I'll say myself, I said, well, that's funny, but he's not going to be president. He's not going to raise it.
Well, for anybody to run president, you need literally billions of dollars. Right? So you got to get the endorsement from the money people, the PACs and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if Stephen A. Smith might.
Well, if he
says he's not going to get it from the Republicans. The Democrats, he's too Republican for the Democrats.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Republicans, in my mind, it matters what the money thinks. If he's going to do,
I said, they all eat at the same restaurant.
Yeah. If he's going to do what the money tells him to do, he'll get the money.
You know, if we look at it like this, right? So you play professional hockey, you fight anybody, Bob Nystrom, but you meet him at a golf tournament in the summer. It's like, hey, let's play golf.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing in politics. All day long, it's a show. Totally. Not that you guys are putting on a show, but
no, it's the same thing.
Sports is what? It's entertainment, right?
Yep. You step up to the plate there, you get a job to do, and
and then at the end of the day, you have a beer with the guy, right?
Yeah, it's all drama, theater.
Yeah. And I think that's what politics is.
Oh, totally. In my mind, the more time goes on, the more I don't pay attention to anything they say. I don't pay attention to the media. It's all drama. It's all a show. Like you said, the whole. For me, one of the best examples is what you talk about this. So, a country of Nepal, 30 million people. Within the last few months, they basically, their citizens, not basically, went in through their government out on the street, literally. We don't hear about that because they don't want us to hear that that's what another country did. That's what we should do.
Well, I think it did something similar again in Iceland where I think it was more, they just got rid of the whole government. They said, no, you guys aren't, you're not doing it.
Totally.
They got them all out.
Yeah, that's why one of my heroes now, as I've done, is this Lee Kuan Yew back from Singapore.
Yeah, you were saying,
his story is really interesting. How about I sent you the video? The girl, Gu, is it Eileen Gu or G? Is it G?
Oh, the Olympic skater.
Skier. I can't remember what she is.
I think she might have been a skater.
She was the one. She's U.S. born in the U.S., but she participated for China, right? Is that how it worked?
I don't know which one, if it was Wu or Lu, because they had similar names. But very pretty girl. She could be China. Really
intelligent. Like I listened to her speak at some of her press conferences. She talks about the neuroplasticity and changing her mind, like growing her mind and becoming a different person. Everything very fascinating. In fact, one reporter was, I think that's a video I sent you, asked her, you could tell the reporter had followed her for a long time and said, tell us about your mind. Like you answer these questions like immediately, like you know the answer. You could be talking about whatever subject, and it was very complimentary. The question was, and you could tell she really the answer was incredible. Talking about how she thought how her 8-year-old self would view herself now.
Oh wow!
And it was really cool the way she talked. It was. I recommend everybody that really follow her and some of the stuff she talks about.
When it comes to skating, particularly if you're training here in the United States, it's a wealthy kind of sport. Totally. So those people are going to be pretty educated and smart people.
Yeah.
But not like Gavin Newsom. Did you hear what he did? He's unbelievable, this guy. He goes on some kind of black kind of, it was a town hall or something, and the interviewer was an African American, and Newsom's trying to say, oh yeah, I only got 960 on my SATs. I'm one of you. What? How racist of a statement is that?
Another moron.
One of you. Yeah.
You congratulate the men's hockey team. Yes, we did. How about, you know what? Excellent points by Susan here. I apologize. How about Megan Keller? And what about a great call from Kenny? I've gotten to be very good friends with Kenny. So I text each other. So I texted him right away after both his calls for the men's and women's. I thought it was fantastic. He got right back to me. Man, he was really, I think he's kind of taken another level. Like he's always been good. But I thought the passion in his voice when he called both those gold medal winning plays. Yeah, it was cool. Same with Brad Boucher, is an old client of mine, so I texted him too. Like I thought he really did a fantastic job.
Did you watch the 80 thing on Netflix?
I didn't see it yet. No, I didn't see it.
Watch it because because a lot of guys really well.
Yeah. I'll tell you, the Megan Keller goal, like I liked it because she was more of a defensive defenseman, I think, right? And she comes up and does the toe drag through the skates. Oh man.
She probably went to the bench and went, I just did that.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. And exactly what I was thinking, because I would have thought, first of all, okay, I did that. Now I've got to score the goal.
Yeah.
Right. So now I go into
So
panic.
let's talk about that for a moment.
Yeah.
It's obviously in her or any other guy.
Yes.
Like you've often
Yes.
talked about how you were put in a role.
Yeah.
And maybe there was more to you.
Totally. I think that fantastic point by you. Seriously. I think that's a great lesson for kids to say, listen, okay, you've been giving a role. You're on the gold medal winning U.S. women's hockey team. Your role as Megan Keller is to be more of a defensive defenseman, but you've got more in you than that. Do your job. Yeah. But in that situation, oh yeah, that's cool.
I think one of the problems, and anybody who's coached has been guilty of this, but telling a kid this is your role.
I know.
No.
It's amazing, because I would not have thought that years ago, but more now, I really believe that. That's
for pro hockey.
Yeah. Like Bobby Orr in his book years ago, he wrote, I remember reading it, and he talked about that. He said, if I did whatever coach told me to do, like when getting 10 feet inside the blue line or, banging off the boards, if I listened to those people, I never would have been Bobby Orr.
Yeah.
So, it's true. Yeah. Kenny
was good. By the way, I asked Jeff Paul yesterday. He said, oh, yeah, about Dennis Flanagan.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Cool. So so Jeff Paul is Mark's coaching with him out there in Utah, and in Stratford, Ontario. It's a famous town. It's actually a famous town for the plays and everything too, right? It's a.
I guess, I don't know much about Stratford.
But there's a family, like a lot of towns, this Flanagan family that was famous for decades for coaching and playing. And I played with one of them, Dennis Flanagan, up at Northern Michigan University.
Yeah, because what Jeff said, at Bowling Green, I said, no, Northern Michigan.
Yeah.
So he knew who he was right away,
What did he say, Bowling Green?
Yeah, I know. I was like, don't tell Tommy that.
He got hit in the head a lot, right? He got a lot of head injuries.
Well, Jeff was a pounder. Yeah. Left-handed, but he was.
That's cool. Who we got here? Is this a new listener? Debbie Moore Rodriguez. Good morning, Debbie. I don't know if is that a new listener? I don't know.
I believe it is. Yeah.
Good to meet you, Debbie. If we met you before, I apologize if we don't remember you, but glad you're on board.
So how much snow do you have in Connecticut where you are?
Pardon me?
How much snow where you are?
I bet you we're at a foot and a half now.
Wow.
And it's not done yet. And it's windy too. So, you get the drifts.
Yeah, the drifts and everything, right? And it's supposed to be more weather coming, I think, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, it's 55 and sunny out here in Utah. Hate to say it.
Do they normally get snow out there?
Oh, yeah. This has been the warmest, on record.
Oh.
And we've had, maybe a total of 6 inches of snow for the whole time.
Wow.
They say you usually get at least 3 or 4 2 to 3 foot dumps.
Wow. 2 to 3 foot.
We're at 5,000 feet here.
I've had a couple of dumps like that are 2 or 3 feet.
Yeah, I'm sure you have. Yeah.
Made, especially when I get the good fiber diet. Like the chickpeas for me really get me going.
You got to get the chainsaw out, right?
Oh, yeah. No kidding. How about those ones that are long like that and you're grunting and you're groaning and finally it ends and then it kind of bangs off the side of the toilet bowl? Like you can actually hear the splash when the final piece. Yeah. Here's the big thing for you too. So we may have discussed this. Do you think your poop is actually tapered at the end, or do you think it's because your butthole kind of slams shut there to give it that point at the end?
Yeah, we have Netflix here. I don't really think about it much. I put a movie on.
Right. It's one of those interesting things, though, right? Yeah.
It's a mystery for sure. Yeah.
Yes, it is. Did you know bookkeeper? What is the word bookkeeper famous for?
It was just women and men back in the day used to do everything by hand.
But actually, look at the word in your mind and think to yourself, what is unique about the actual spelling of the word bookkeeper? Bookkeeper. Think of it. Just picture it in your mind. Look at the word bookkeeper. And what was unique about it?
Well, I'm saying it's bookkeeper.
Well, it's the only word that has 3 consecutive double letters. OOKKEE.
Wow. All right. Yeah.
Interesting.
But I'm spelling it wrong then. It's not bookkeeper. It's bookkeeper.
Yeah. What was you saying?
Bookkeeper, like you had a ghost or something in your house.
Book.
And it had Casper.
Did those movies ever scare you when you were a kid? Like how about like Exorcist or something like that?
Well, you know what? I'm old enough that they were in black and white. You used to watch the old Bowery Boys and stuff like that. It was fun.
Yeah.
But I'm not a big fan. Like when someone starts to fly,
Right.
it's a good movie. Then all of a sudden the woman and the man starts to fly around. I go,
How about Exorcist? Like Exorcist really got me going. That was.
yeah, that's a frightening one. You know what's another one? Rosemary's Baby.
I don't think I saw that one.
Oh, that's an old movie with. So it's like this young couple just got married and moved into an apartment building in the city, and the neighbors are really. There's a mix of older people, younger, and they're very friendly.
Right.
Yeah, because they're part of a satanic cult, and they impregnate the woman with Satan's baby.
Oh, wow. Ooh.
Yeah, won Academy Awards and stuff. It was what's her name, the blonde.
Here's another one for you. There's only one word that ends in the letters MT.
MT. Yeah.
You'll probably get the one word, but you think about it, that's the only word supposedly in the English language that ends in MT.
I'm trying to think of MT. MPT would be prompt and stuff like that. I don't know. What is it?
Dreamt.
Say it again.
Dreamt. DREAMT. Dreamt.
What's it mean? I never.
You
dreamt. You had a dream.
Yeah, dreamt.
Yeah.
And it's supposed that's the only word that ends in MT in the English language.
Could be. Yeah.
I've apparently had too much time on my hands.
It's looking like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
So you see what's going on in Mexico.
Yeah.
I'll switch gears here.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the Epstein files get released.
Oh.
2 days later, Mexico's on fire.
Totally. Yeah, like, and it happened because they went and killed one of the cartel leaders.
They could have took that guy out at any given
anytime. Right. So all of a sudden now they decided to take. They knew what was going to happen. They knew if they take the cartel. Right?
Yeah. But it's unfortunate. There's a ton of Americans down there.
Yeah. Puerto Vallarta, right? Was where it
that
started.
was bad. You see the airport, people just panicking.
Yeah.
Right? And what they're doing is they're setting vehicles on fires and causing roadblocks. Right. And they're saying if their demands are not met by 5 p.m., they're going to start going into private homes, yanking people, going into hotels.
And what are their demands?
I don't know, but whatever they are, they want them. Yeah.
So they want to get the cartel leader brought back to life or something, or what?
Yeah.
Get the guy from Green Mile. What's the big black guy from Green Mile? Get him to
run the show.
Yeah. He saved that little mouse there.
I would just send a couple mobsters down there. They'll run it. I mean,
yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. Mob. The mob is kind of like.
I know.
Are they around anymore?
Or do you think that they're so smart that they think, hey, listen, let all the other idiots do all the stupid stuff. We'll just stay in the background and keep on making money.
Well, I think they got into more like white collar crime.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. A lot of people thought they were behind the killing of Kennedy too, wasn't it? That they were behind the mob.
They may have been part of it, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. The Flying Monkeys and what spooked me. 6 girls saw it in 3D.
Yeah, that was kind of when you're a little kid. That was a little bit scary. Yeah.
I brought my kids down to Disney World. Oh God, probably like when they were 10, 12 years old. And they had this ride that they got rid of. Apparently it was too scary. Not ride. You sit in
Terror?
No, very close. You sit in this room. Apparently it wasn't there that long. It was there. So you sit in this room and in the middle is this alien creature that's in a cage.
Oof.
And then, so they got the seats where the seats rattle.
Yeah.
You can feel like a breath on the back of your neck.
Not good.
Oh, it was unbelievable. My kids were freaking out because it was so realistic.
Yeah.
They wanted to go back like years later. We went again. They said, no, we got rid of it. It was too scary. Yeah. It was good. Yeah. Those times are fun. One of those times, were you a Disney World family? Did you go down there?
Yeah, I took the boys the first time. I did it alone.
Yeah.
Me and the boys. The first time they were little, the second time they were a little older. It was a handful.
It kind of makes sense, right? That the second time they would be older.
Right. Yeah, you got a good point there. Yeah. Last week I'm talking to my sister. She goes, we're in Florida. We're going to visit a friend I know. I said, Carol. Yeah.
See, here's the thing. You very rarely make a slip up like that. So when you do, I have to take. Yeah.
Yeah. You got to, and we should frame it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Definitely. No, it's funny at this. So at the baby shower, so it was all people that I hadn't seen in like 20 years, right? You know, they used to hang out at the bars and all that kinds of stuff. So it was just funny. They've obviously aged a lot. A lot of the people, yeah, and a lot of people were, you know, they enjoyed life. They liked the beverages, right. And it showed. There's some aging there.
Yeah, I went to a high school reunion. It was a while back, and it was in my hometown, obviously, in a restaurant bar downstairs, and had one upstairs. and this guy comes crawling up the stairs. I mean, hammered, like completely hammered, into our reunion, and just thinks he's going to be part of the whole party.
Right.
And somebody stuck a sign on his back with handwritten, like, "Hit me hard" or something. I don't know. But unfortunately, I knew the guy from my prior existence.
Yeah. Is that fun?
It was pretty ugly.
Isn't it funny when you stop drinking and then you see other people that are drinking? And it's just hilarious.
You're like, I don't understand what he's saying.
Yeah, I know. Yes, exactly. Oh, and there's this one guy that he's a sweetheart of a guy, but he has had a long history with alcohol,
Right.
and he was trying to talk to me, and I had no clue. And it's yeah, and he can't, and I hate to say it, but he's smoking cigarettes. So every time you try to lean in closer to listen, you get the smell.
Like, now we're good.
You're thinking, I think my life has kind of changed a little bit, So
well, they haven't seen you in 30 years, literally. So what's been going on? Well, a couple things, actually.
That's right.
How you been? I'm good.
So, baby gift. Great question by you, Deborah Miners Hagen Anderson.
That is a good question. Yeah.
So Leah, my daughter-in-law, is very smart. She registered. You do that registry where you have a list and all that stuff. I think it's brilliant because why get something that you don't?
That's not good. And then you have a grandson or granddaughter.
Granddaughter. Yep. So I got which I thought was very cute. I got a couple of gifts. Was one of those little onesies, the cute little warm, cuddly thing. They had little ears on it and the whole bit in the hood. Right. And then, I got one of those monitor for him, baby monitor.
Oh, okay. Did they name the baby, or are they going to wait?
Yep, Margot, Margot, Margot Elizabeth Laidlaw. Margot Elizabeth Laidlaw.
Pretty, yeah. Sean's daughter is going to be Sloan. I don't know if they have a middle name.
Sloan, I like that.
Yeah, it's a cool name. Yeah.
So what are you thinking? Okay, a couple of questions. So they're asking me, what do I want to be called? Grandpa or Papa or what? Like, do we care?
My dad was known as Pop to my kids.
Right.
I don't Pop. What is it? I don't care. Yeah.
So because I have the picture of the Viking warrior, I kept leaning into Leah's.
Lars. How about Lars?
Yeah, that's a good one. I like Lars. And people thought I was nuts. I kept, Margot, your grandpa's name is Viking warrior.
There you go.
Viking.
Yeah, talk right into the belly. Prime her.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I believe in that stuff more and more now.
Well, they say that, like, if you play Mozart and certain types, the child's IQ is going to be higher.
Yeah. I learned that from the woman I was doing the not meditation, but hypnosis with, Jacqueline Long. Fantastic. She talked about how forming the subconscious mind started in the last trimester of the womb and went to like 8, 9, 10 years old, whatever it was. So that was interesting.
I believe it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the name, you think it'll happen generically, whatever your name is?
With the middle name?
Yeah, well, more what you're being called, like Papa or Grandpa.
Oh, yeah, that, whatever it is.
You don't really care?
Well, it's not Grandma.
Good point by you. Yeah. Lesbo? I should say that.
Mimo.
Yeah.
Mimo.
Jerkwad.
Yeah, idiot. Or your name is, he's back here again.
Call the cops.
Yeah, call the cops.
And I'm sorry, you just told me her name again is what?
Sloan. Sloan. Yeah.
So have you thought of a nickname for her, something you're going to call her?
No, I haven't done it that much. It's just a weird feeling for me to realize, I got to be an example again now.
Yeah, I know, right? Actually, I think of all the things, because when you go through it the first time with your own kids, you don't know
it the first time.
Yeah, you don't know what the heck you're doing, right? Nobody's giving you a handbook or whatever. Now that you've gone through it, you think, oh God, I got to make sure I act the proper way. And
it's really frightening. Yeah.
It is true. I know it's funny you say that because I'm the same way.
You know how it is. You're in a locker room, like, even though we're not playing anymore, it's all the guys that are together. It gets dumb. And then you think, I'm gonna have a granddaughter.
I know.
And we're talking about pee-pee.
And what if she's listening? Get a picture yourself. My granddaughter's going to be listening to this conversation, right?
Yeah. What do you do all day, Grandpa? Well, this, that.
Or I did a podcast with this guy talking about poops splashing on the toilet bowl.
Yeah. Who are your friends? Tell me who your friends are, Grandpa. Who can I look up to?
Standard gift. There's the legend of coaching right there. Rich,
Richie, great guy.
Gift I call baby's plastic hockey stick.
There you go. Richie and I have been going back and forth. He's a really, really good guy.
Good guy. Fantastic human. I'll tell you, he's got a heart of freaking gold.
Yeah, you can sense it. You can just feel it.
Yeah. He just he's very similar to you. He loves coaching the kids for the right reasons. He wants to make a difference in their lives. So
yep. We've talked about that as well.
Good. Yeah, that's cool. I'm glad you guys are talking. You guys get
That's great.
that. You guys be good friends.
You can always use another good friend.
Yeah. My ex-wife hated that I took the baby toys away and put hockey sticks in them. Maybe then she just hated you, Rich. I'm not. I don't want to say that, but. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Ex-wife, usually not a big fan.
Yeah, ex-wife. Yeah. Actually, my ex-wife and I had a splendid day together in the same room. Very complimentary.
Yeah, I get along with my ex-wife now. Yeah. It's been quite a while.
Yeah. Hold on, we get into okay. Do you talk to the baby? Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Margo and I are good friends already. Yeah. Go-Go. I'm going to call her Go-Go, I think is her nickname.
That's
Go-Go.
Cool. Yeah. I'm going to call mine small business.
Small. Why small business?
Small business loan.
So I like it. I like it a lot. I said a joke. I won't repeat it here. I think I may have sent it to you. Where two words, if you say them quickly together, say something that's kind of inappropriate, right? Like two names. It was.
Go ahead.
Okay, well, I guess I'm not doing anything wrong by just saying the two names.
Yeah,
right.
Just keep them separate.
Right. So the first name was Hugh.
Yeah.
Hugh.
Yeah.
And then it was, I call it a Norwegian name or something. Gakok.
Gotcha.
And people couldn't get it. I was like, think of an Italian guy. Like, good.
Well, I tell people in Utah because that I have an accent. Apparently, I don't hear it, but
yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, it's they pick up on it, and I tell them, well, in New Jersey we take like 3 words, and because we live such a fast-paced life.
Yeah.
Did you eat becomes Jeet. I mean, you know what that means, right? Time of Jeet yet?
That's funny.
You know what it means?
It's true, totally. Right? How about when you text somebody, particularly with younger people? It seems like and they give you like the 3 letters that are going to mean something else, right?
No idea.
Right. Like somebody wrote me SMH.
Yeah. Shaking my head.
Yeah, I had to look it up. What SMH?
It's early generation, LOL, SMH, OMG.
When you're texting people, do you use the dictation mode? Do you dictate? What's that? Pardon?
No, you know what? I really take the time, and that's probably why it takes me so long to be grammatically as close as I can correct. Because I have friends that are really bright people, and I'm like, I can't understand what he's trying to say here.
Yeah,
it's all misspelled and everything like that. Yeah.
I know. Like now, the thing on my phone has gotten better, maybe because I use it so much now. It is usually pretty, but the problem is I start to trust it,
right?
And I don't look at it necessarily. I say it thinking it does what I want it to do.
Well,
and then
spell check. So this morning, my buddy Al. We're talking. I said, Sean's moving Wednesday. He goes, where's he moving? I'm saying Dobbs Ferry, but it kept spelling. I forget what it was, but it wasn't Dobbs. Like finally 3 times. That's how I get. But yeah.
Modern technology. Let me see here. Susan's got another comment up here, so I got it 26 seconds. Call her Mel. Margo Elizabeth. Yeah.
Cool.
Could do that, Mel.
Hey, speaking, Susan. I'm sure she's seen Trocheck's little faux pas. They did the
melting word.
Pardon?
Melting the words?
No. So he's on the line yesterday, I guess on the ice, and he goes.
Yeah. I think he's melting the words to somebody up in the stands. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved it. I thought that was classic.
Yeah. But some people are like,
Yeah.
No, you know what he said, right?
Yeah, I'm going to get effed up.
Effed up tonight, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm thinking to myself, okay, what do you think these young men? What do you think these young men are going to be doing?
Celebrate,
Yeah, I just won a gold medal.
Yeah, I'm
an adult male. I'm in Italy. I'm getting now. I do give them credit when they came out. They had a little presentation. They weren't. You tell it was beer or something.
Right.
They had it in kind of like fancy glasses, so it didn't look like it was beer. At first, I was like, "Come on, what's that?" And then I thought, okay, they're being smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're aware. Yeah.
It was, so here's the difference between hockey players and the rest of the world in general,
Right.
not just athletes. So Hughes loses a couple of chiclets. His mouth is still bloody, but he doesn't clean it up because
I know.
It's part of your badge.
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
He probably didn't want to. Like, probably doctors probably saying to him, listen, clean this up. He's no way. I don't want to.
How many guys from hockey, they have teeth. They just don't wear them because they want to, even when they're not playing anymore, we might go, yeah, I'm a hockey.
I know. Isn't that true? I remember when I was a kid, if I got stitches, like playing a game, I'd go to school the next day. I was so proud. I was walking around like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing better than a good shiner or a cut or something.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh, hold on here. Has Susan ever said this about you or I? Love Troach. Like, you think she ever says love Mark, love Tom?
No, it's just strong like, I think.
Really?
I'm sure she's a good woman, so I'm sure she does. Even though she understands, like, her thought of us is like, these poor guys. But
so it's not, right. So she's more doing it. So she admires Troach, as she calls him.
She loves
With you and I, it's more, she's there for us.
It's a little bit of pity.
Pity. Yeah. Right. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. Well, she's a woman, so she wants to make sure we're okay.
Nurture, help.
Yeah.
Right.
And we need it.
Yeah. No, we're not going to say that anymore. No, see, that's the neuroplasticity now. So we're telling ourselves that we need help. We don't need help.
Yeah, but sometimes, like the kid came home from school and said, Dad, I failed my math test. And he said, son, I want you to think positively. He said, well, then I'm positive I failed my math test.
That's good. I like that one. That's good. I didn't know where you're going with that. That's excellent. That's very good. Very good. Okay, so hockey starts up again in the NHL Wednesday, Thursday? I think it's Wednesday.
I think Wednesday, if not Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah.
Right.
And the trading begins again, apparently. My son-in-law, I thought it was it, but there's still more trading. There's another trading deadline, I think, coming up.
Oh, yeah. Yes, there's another trade deadline. Yes.
So I think Trocheck's on his way somewhere.
Right. I actually think today the trade deadline, or the trade to be able to trade, opens up again today. Yeah, the 23rd.
I'm hearing he's going to go to Minnesota. That's what I'm hearing.
I got to tell you, I don't know. I don't know. Why do you want to trade Trocheck? If you believe that he's this gritty guy and that's what you want for your team, then why are you going to trade him?
And 2 years ago, I don't think he lost a face-off all year.
Yeah.
And they don't really. That's always been a weakness with the team is winning draws.
Right. So you've got to replace that player.
With who?
Yeah. So here's a veteran guy. Best in the league. He got selected by USA Hockey specifically to kill penalties and win faceoffs.
Right.
And now you're going to trade him away.
Let me ask you this. Do you think it's, and I mean this sincerely, is it easier to rebuild a team if you're in a smaller market because you're not under the microscope?
Oh,
right.
Totally.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. And in New York, like in New York, it's not. Okay, so now you think about New York too. Super Bowl's over. Olympics are over. Baseball is getting started, but it's still early.
Yeah.
So it's now you become
hockey and basketball.
Yeah. And the basketball team's kind of up and down.
Right.
Like that's kind of what I kind of wonder, do they think about that when they write that letter? Because it's a letter kind of saying, hey,
we're giving up.
We're giving up. So don't beat us up because we've admitted that we're no good.
Yeah. I don't like that whole concept of a letter because it's like you're saying we really don't know what we're doing here. We're going to try something else.
Well,
at the end of the day, it's like we screwed up.
Yeah.
What can we tell you?
Yeah.
I just think it's not the right way. You just do your business. You do your business.
I agree with you. Internally, if you've decided, hey, listen, we've got to change things up here. Okay, go do that.
In the room.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, there's a lot to it, right? I mean, obviously everybody spends a lot of money for tickets and everything, but New York's, at a different level. So
I think at some point you have to not worry about what the perception is. You got to be more worried about what's the reality.
Yeah. But I do tell you though, like one thing I've looked back at time playing with the Rangers, it is unique in that it's Broadway, right?
It's showtime. Yeah, it's a show.
Yeah. And I don't think I recognized that as much until the last few years where I recognize there's different pressure on the team, on the people running the team here than it is probably anywhere else, right?
Sure.
Like Toronto, Montreal, they're diehard hockey cities. They're going to be there no matter what. Right.
And then you have Carolinas of the world where it's, they win a cup.
Yeah.
But you don't have that worldwide mean, the New York Rangers win. They know about it.
Oh,
and over everywhere over the planet.
absolutely.
Carolina wins. No one knows.
Yeah, I agree. Let me see here. What
I just calculated over the weekend all the money I've saved, not over the decades, literally, of not having to buy Jets playoff tickets. That's like a 401k program.
And here's the deal, too. And I this wasn't my thinking. I'm more from watching Boomer on TV. So you have all these great coaches that became available this summer after the season was done.
They didn't get one of them.
I know. And you think, okay, well, it's hard to do because you just hired Aaron Glenn. He was there 1 year. Now you fire him right away. But it's kind of like, again, they've done a terrible job, I think, but bad timing too, right?
Well, why would you want to coach there if you know?
I know.
And they're talk about the Rangers. There's a franchise, New York Jets, and they're god awful.
I know.
And they get worse.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like I've now become a fan of how bad can they get?
I hate to say it, but it's like watching a car wreck, right?
That's
I mean, you want to stop.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my prediction for the New York Giants. So this is going to go against the grain a little bit here.
Okay.
Harbaugh. Mm-hmm. Since I think it was 2013, they won their last Super Bowl there in Baltimore.
Right.
Ray Rice was playing for the team. Ray Rice? Or who's the great
running back? Yeah, Baltimore.
No, I'm thinking the defensive player, the great
Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis, thank you. Fantastic. You could argue he's somewhat similar to the Tom Brady defensively. He's that dominant a player, right?
Yeah. He was like an LT kind of player.
So he retires.
Yeah.
And then they went for another 12 years with Harbaugh, having a 2-time MVP quarterback.
Yeah.
They won 4 playoff games, missed the playoffs 6 times, I think it was, during that period of time. So is he really that great of a coach? If he was that great of a coach, why did they let him go?
Well, like we've always had this discussion, is it the coaching or is it coach? Right. The coach gets a team that is a good team,
right,
and can bring them to the promised land.
Right.
You can't have a bad team, and I don't care who you put there.
Right.
I mean, Vince Lombardi went to the Washington Redskins. He had some success, but it certainly wasn't what he had in Green Bay.
Right.
No.
And I'd give, and Harbaugh's smart, and a good coach would. He's going to look at the Giants lineup and say, hey, first of all, I've got a young and upcoming great quarterback.
Right.
They got the wide receiver, what is it, Neighbors, or whatever it is?
I forget his name. But
right. Yeah. And then they got the couple Burns, I think, on defense. So he's got I've got a pretty decent lineup. So he's smart and saying, okay, I'm going to look better because I've got a good, but to your point, I guess that's part of being successful. You could be a good coach, but if you don't have the players,
doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just not sold that he is the answer, but you know how this works. The fact that they're selling him as the answer. Yeah. People believe that he is the answer because
right.
He's that way, right?
Yeah. It could be tough on him.
Yeah.
But then again, like if you want to think about free agency, then maybe sometimes, I don't know how much, you could tell me better than anybody, what goes through your mind? Like, where do you want to go? Do you want to go to a team that's going to win? Do you want to go to a team that has a coach that you can relate to? Or is it just bottom line money?
Yeah, totally. Bill Nesson, what is Mark watching? He didn't want me to talk about it, but it's a show on, it's analyzing OnlyFans. I don't know how OnlyFans works.
Yeah.
So
Bill, I forgot to turn the TV off. I just was going through it, and that's what it was on. Yeah. I think it's the news.
I'm sure you're the same way when you go to the gym. So now you're in the same gym all the time, going at the same time. You meet the same people all the time. So you become.
I don't meet anybody.
You don't?
Nope.
Oh, you don't?
No. And you know what? I shouldn't say it. Back on the East Coast, because the people you're going to. Out here, I haven't talked to one person.
Oh, is that right? Oh.
I go in, I do my thing, and I leave. Yeah.
So, wow.
And I'm not being rude or anything. I just.
Well, yeah. I think actually I should be more like that. Me, my big mouth, I get to know everybody.
Well, you know what it is too, and we've talked, and I mean this seriously. I have this new concept when I'm training. I bring it from 0 to 10. I go to 7, and then I stop.
Right.
When I'm really feeling it, I stop.
Yeah. I know you're right to do that.
It's hard to do.
Like where's your hernia? Like you get your hernia surgery. How high up is that in your stomach? Is that like up near?
Mine's called sublingual. It's right next to your junk.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if I've done something because I get a little.
Well, you'll know if you get bulging.
Yeah. See, I didn't have any bulging. It almost feels like a pulled groin, but it won't go away.
Yeah. I mean, that's the most common thing in hockey.
Okay.
Yeah.
And because I remember you telling me that you felt the blood. So I went in there digging and there's nothing. There's really
and the thing about the groin, the Florida Panthers had a guy there that was doing ART, active release therapy, which is pretty prominent now. It was new then, and he explained to me that it's not your groin, it's your butt, your gluteus minimus, the smaller part, fatigues, and then your groin goes. So it's like you got a leak in the roof there, but it's really.
Oh, okay. So if your butt muscles are not developed as much, if they're not developed as much as they should be,
then the stress moves up to your groin, and then your groin fails.
Oh, because see, I'm not happy with my butt right now.
Yeah. Well, interesting enough. So what happened was I had pulled my groin so bad that like 2 weeks later, I'm in the shower. I looked down and it was black and purple. It took that long for the blood to come up.
Right.
And we were in Florida, and I was just talking. I forget the trainer's, the strength coach's name. He goes, "Well, go see John. He does the ART." I go, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah." So the guy worked on me. He didn't go anywhere near my groin. He just dug into my butt like with, I don't know if it's his fist or something. It hurt. But then I said to him, "When can I skate again?" Usually, like with a groin, it's a month.
Yeah.
You can skate today. Just don't go crazy. I go, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah." And sure enough, yeah.
Okay, so it feels like a groin injury. Well, it is sore groin.
Well, the way he explained it to me is, he goes, "You got to remember, you're on an eighth of an inch of steel, right? And at some point, your gluteus minimus, which is structurally really balancing you on the ice, gives way, fatigues, and then all the stress moves to your groin. Then your groin's not prepared for that because it's not what it's used to doing."
And you know what I started doing? I started getting into those Jefferson deadlifts again.
Yeah, be careful.
And I had not been doing any deadlifts. I started slow. I wasn't going really heavy, but I was really getting into it.
It's a lot on your groin.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I did Thursday or something. I was doing a bunch of heavy kettlebell, just deadlifts, right?
Right.
And then I noticed it when I got on the ice the other day. Oof.
You notice your groin being sore?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Ah.
So I just know, just get it back.
And so you think, but it's tied to your glutes not being strong enough necessarily.
Yeah, that's really what it is.
You know what you helped me with a lot too? I was getting knee pain going up and down the stairs. Yeah. And you told me, which was surprising to me, but makes sense now, strengthen your legs in general, but particularly your hamstrings.
Correct. Yeah.
And I started doing that. My knees were fine. It was.
So the hamstrings control on either side of your kneecap, there are like guides. Let's put it that way.
Right. Yep.
And the stronger your hamstrings or your bicep femoris are, the more integrity and strength they have.
Right.
So it prevents any kind of subluxation. Yeah.
It was amazing because you remember you telling me that, and my knees, I'm thinking, oh God, here I go, I'm getting old, all this kinds of stuff. But then as soon as I was working on my hams a lot more and got stronger and stronger, the knee pain.
Well, there's a high incidence of ACL injury with female teenage soccer players because they don't have enough bicep femoris or hamstring strength. So they're blowing a lot of ACLs. So there was a female coach, I think in San Diego, who came up with a whole protocol, a very particular warm-up and strengthening for the hamstrings to kind of bring down that injury rate.
Right. Yeah. I love, some of the athletes I love watching with the speed skaters. Man, see the legs on those? Man, wow. Yeah. That is amazing. The power they generate from doing that.
Yeah. You know what? And like when we've talked about this, we didn't have this as kids. So Craig Carlisle is one of our coaches. His dad, Randy, and Craig I said, why aren't you working as a skills coach somewhere? Because his power skating, he ran it yesterday again, and it's phenomenal. He has these kids doing, like the little guys too.
Right.
And I think you just see that now with the skating. David and those guys. It's incredible.
Yeah. It's technique. It's building up the muscle. It's And
it's things and there's a lot, I haven't coached on ice in a bit, and now that I'm back, the thought has changed a lot.
Yeah. Because
some of the rules have changed.
Yeah.
The players could do things that normally you wouldn't do. So, for instance, on a breakout, a lot of times the forward will have his back to the D-man, like Craig. He goes, they can't hit the guy as he turns. Because back in the day, that's like, whoa.
Right.
You see a guy with a back taking his back to you, take a pass the moment he turns, just explode. Right. Can't do that anymore.
Yeah. The one negative, one of the things I noticed, I should put it this way, the skill level is so high now that they're trying to do things that they probably like making backhand passes through the middle of the ice, particularly in
It's
but you can tell with their thought process. They're saying, listen, I can do this.
Yeah.
But you're also playing against other guys that are world-class players that can intercept those passes easier.
But when it happens, and as much as I've had discussions about Panarin. He makes some passes like that are just ridiculously.
Yeah.
Wow. Even the goal in the Olympics where Larkin scored.
Yeah.
I forget. It might have been Miller coming down. It was a left-hand shot. It was coming down the right side and sauced like a 30-foot backhand pass.
Yeah.
Right on his tape. And the thing too about that level of player, like they don't dust the puck off. As soon as they found Larkin's stick, it was in the net.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things we work with the kids is, receiving and shooting like right away, not dusting it off. And
the amazing thing, and it's not just these two guys, but I think they're particularly good at it, that Makar and McKinnon, they're stopping and starting, like going in one direction.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and they're like, you look back to the old guys, I mean, they can move quick, but these guys, they barely stop when they're now going the other way.
That was Pavel Bure.
Yeah. Yep.
When I was in New York, they got him at the deadline. And one day in practice, I thought he levitated. I don't know what he did.
Oh, yeah.
He came down the right side, his left-hand shot. Brian Leach started to close in on him. And like he stopped in midair and just went. It was amazing.
Yeah. Like the overtime goal that Quinn Hughes scored against Sweden, or who was that, Finland, or who, I can't remember who they played. Slovakia. Where he scored in overtime. You could tell the defensive player was so aware that he was great at turning back that he was he's
cheating.
He was cheating a little bit to make sure he didn't turn back on him. I guess the only thing he could have done better was to force him to his backhand instead of having him on his forehand there. But
so that's one of the things we talked about. We have coaches meetings, and like we all give presentations, right?
Yep.
And one of the things we were talking about is like, like a simple bump up drill. So where the D-man comes around, pumps it up to the forward, and we have someone pressure and just bumps it to the second forward coming in. So a lot of times we got to tell the defensive guy, listen, the play.
Right.
Don't cheat. Right. But when we get to a point where it becomes too easy for them, begin to cheat.
Yeah. Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Increase the stress level.
Because that's going to happen during the games. They start to learn their tendencies.
But first let them learn it and then push up the stress.
Susan wrote something I missed. I think we went to 27 seconds instead of 26. Rempe needs to work on his skating and his stick handling.
Yeah.
Okay, so my take on it is you always want to try to get better.
Right.
But you also need to understand, I think we touched on this earlier, like don't ever limit the player. But, okay, what is his role on the team, right? That's why I'm kind of confused right now with him. I know he's got the thumb injury still there, I guess, and he can't fight.
Right.
But he can still play the heavy game, though. Like, I don't see him hitting anymore either.
I think the league ruined him. I really do. I think he's like just not letting him do what he's there. Internally, I think he's just holding back a little bit. And can't do that.
But they let Tom Wilson play his game still.
Yeah. Well, you have to question that.
Yeah.
I think there's so much awareness now maybe of the concussion syndrome that, because of Rempe's height discrepancy, his elbow's there. It's not his fault.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's a good point. They say, even though it's not your fault, you still hit him with the elbow.
You're still responsible.
Right.
Yeah. Just like if you high stick somebody, you're supposed to be responsible for your stick.
Yeah.
But I think as far as his skating and stuff, I know he did work with Adam Oates over the summer. And apparently there's no one better on the planet right now than Adam Oates.
Oh, he's that good? I know he's doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Guys rave about him. Also, he's 6'9". So is he ever going to be Martin Louis out there? No.
Yeah.
Or a Pavel Bure?
Remember when Zdeno Chara first started? He looked like Bambi on ice, right? And he really worked on his game. But even when he worked on his game, you could still he couldn't do some of the things that he
just not physically. Physics interfere with certain things. But then again, he brings that other element to the game.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like I've always, since I've learned more like from you and other people about the mental part of the game, like with Hellebuck, for example, is a great example, I think. So his the knock on him was he's great in the regular season. Big games came around, couldn't get it done, right? And I think that was I think a lot of people were saying that going into yesterday's game. Yeah, could he do it? And then obviously to have the game he did. So I wonder how much they worked mentally with players like that to get over that part, the mental part of the game.
Yeah, I would think a lot. I know they've been using sports psychology more and more. I mean, even going back to Herb, like didn't he bring some people that were kind of
no, he did. Yeah.
Goaltending's like pitching in baseball.
Yeah.
Like you could be on and that's it. Nobody's touching you.
Like there's no teaching. Like when he made the paddle save, you don't teach that save.
That's just
That's
it gets back to when we were talking before, where a defenseman does a toe drag and a backhand top cheese. It's there. He just didn't have a thought process to do that. You know?
I tell you, that still gives me the goosebumps when I watch her do that play, because knowing that she was not like that star offensive player.
Yeah.
That was cool. Yeah.
So,
I'm trying to think like the thing that's going through her head. Like, okay, it's the Olympics. I mean, they're aware it's the Olympics. It's gold medal game. It's overtime. I'm carrying the puck. And she does the toe. I bet you any money when she did the toe drag and beat the defenseman. I mean, it happened so quick, but she was thinking to herself, "Oh, I can't believe that worked." Yeah. Now I'm going to make the next move to make it pay off, right? So,
or at least it's in your back pocket.
Yeah, that was cool. I love that. I love watching her do that. That was good.
It's been a while, but Sean and I went to a Ranger game a while back, and Beth A&E used to get tickets, and she'd give us tickets every once in a while. And they were like 10 rows up behind the net. So I've seen enough hockey games. So what I like to do is I pick one player, doesn't matter what team, and follow every shift he takes. Huh. And who's the little defenseman? Spurgeon on Minnesota.
Oh, yeah.
He's a really small guy, and I obviously can relate to that. And I just watched every shift just to see how he angles guys off, plays with what he has, and is very effective. I mean, I think he's their captain now. But you know what I mean? Like, he knows he's not Tom Laidlaw. He can't go in there and just smoke a guy.
Yeah, sure.
So he's got to be on the right side of the puck and always keep it in front of him.
See, that kind of stuff, like being on the right side of the puck, all that little stuff.
Yeah,
man,
that's little stuff.
Yeah. And that's really, I'm sure these guys have all been coached that. But I think what's hard, we need to remember is they're playing, okay, so let's say play 5 preseason games, 82 regular season games, even just that. Let's say that you don't make play. So 87 games, you need to be now concentrating every shift. Now, it seems like you should be able to do it, but it's human nature to take a little bit of a shortcut here or there, right? So I can get away with this. Yeah.
I think and we talk about this a lot, we're not the only ones, but when coaching, and you set up drills, you want to set your drills up, or at least try to, where it's a very common, simple play. But get it so that simple play, let's say a breakout, D to forward, just keep doing it, becomes so simple but so ingrained in their muscle memory and their psyche, the neuroplasticity, that now when you increase the pressure, the stress, so now when a defenseman looks up, he's got too hard coming, he can still execute that simple play. Because we always talk about, let's keep it simple, guys. Attention to details. Don't turn it over on blue lines. Chip it up the wall. All that kind of stuff. If you have to think about it, you're already. Action always beats reaction.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. See, that's the best coaching out there, right? That you've taught them how they need to think for themselves, right?
And then, like with this young lady, who knows? Maybe now you got an opportunity to really pull some slick stuff off.
Yeah.
But only because you've chipped it up the wall with the easy play to get to that point where you have that grade A scoring chance or that opportunity.
Yeah. A lot of romance at the Olympics too. I think they went through 10,000 condoms.
Yes.
What's the captain of the women's team? What's her name?
I forget, but she got engaged.
Got engaged to the speed skater, right?
Right.
Yeah. So a lot of romance.
Yeah.
So
maybe
that's how my life would have changed another way if I had made the Canadian Olympic team.
Did you? Yeah. How far? Oh, you had a little incident.
Yeah, we had a disagreement on how to conduct ourselves.
Yeah.
So you think if I'd remember, maybe it wouldn't even been just a hockey difference. It would have been romantically, like my personal life.
Yeah. You probably, and this is no disrespect to your ex-wives, but maybe you would have had a different outlook for what woman you're looking for.
Right. So maybe I would have met like a Russian speed skater or something like that.
Yeah. Or Jake Paul's girlfriend. She wins a gold medal. She's still known as Jake Paul's girlfriend.
She gets some tattoos going on there too, didn't she?
That's everybody now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Why?
You have a tattoo?
No. Why? I don't understand why though. Like, what's the?
So I think it goes with buying shoes. Like everybody has them.
Yeah, good point.
When I was a kid, it was either you were in the military, a biker, or in prison.
Right. It was Hillary Knight was the one that got engaged. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Here's a name that's popped up. Not maybe at the elite level like Tracy. No disrespect.
Yeah.
But this is the woman who has a statue in front of the Greenwich Library. Carla. Yes. Carla. Yes. So we're talking about me potentially having my love life changed at the Olympics. Okay. Do you have any kind of a guess what her response is to that question? Would my my love life have changed?
Well, probably would be, we're in a library.
Here is the answer from Carla. Probably not, Thomas.
Yep.
The whole Thomas thing too is kind of like a motherly kind of like.
Yeah, that's like get in line.
Yeah, it's kind of like
figure it out.
Yeah.
You are who you are.
Nice idea, but not happening. Yeah. Stay in your lane kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think our life is laid out before us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Good point by you. Right. So I was never really intended to be on the Canadian Olympic team.
Right. It's just like Tommy McVie is. I love this quote. You're a drummer. Stop trying to play the violin.
I know. Yeah. But okay, though. So let's say things were different. Just we're speculating, and I had made the Olympic team, and I met somebody. Do you think it would have been like a speed skater, figure skater? My second wife was a figure skater.
Yeah. Well, so that's not going to be the figure skater, then, obviously. I think it would be more. I think a ski jumper.
Ski jumper.
High risk kind of event.
She said, okay, nobody else wants to jump off this mountain, but I'm going to do it.
I'm doing it. Yeah. So nobody else wants Tom. I'm doing it.
Katarina Witt.
Yeah, there you go.
Who? I can't remember. Was she an attractive woman or?
Yeah, she was a German, but she was a figure skater. So now.
Figure skater.
Yeah, we tried that already.
Maybe from a different country.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Huh. So okay, but
you're more like a.
I like your idea. I like your thought process with picking the sport, right? Like, what kind of a person would want to date?
What kind of risk taker they are?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah.
like a so, or maybe a snowboarder.
But Beth and I we went for a hike. It was a really good hike down there. We're talking about the Winter Olympics, and who thought of like, okay, we're going to put people cross country skis. What can we add to that? Let's give them a rifle.
Oh, I know. Oh, yeah, that sport's unbelievable. Yeah,
it's obviously from, Finland during World War II.
Somebody. Yeah, that's right too. Yes, it's somebody from the war.
Oh, yeah.
I got to look that up. Like, how did they create that? Right.
Yeah. But now you see all these sports now. They got one we watched the other day. It's like they're sprinting straight up a hill on like cross country skis. Then they have to take them off and go up, like run up these steps. Did you see this?
Yes. Unbelievable.
Can you imagine the condition you got to be in for that?
Your quads would be just burnt. I was watching that thing. Your quads would be burning going up there like that.
Yeah.
Oh man. I'll tell you what.
Run to the top of the stairs too.
Yeah.
See, I'm out.
I know. I remember watching that too. I was like, what are these people doing? How about curling? Like maybe a curler, like a curler. But Carla brings up a good point here, which is very true. We know this. I wouldn't have had my boys, right? The way they are now, they're perfect the way they are.
Yeah.
Right.
So
we're more speculating.
Yeah.
Right.
We're just dreaming.
Right.
Yeah.
A Japanese figure skater.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Huh.
So wait, we were talking about. So it was Michelle Kwan. Who was the other American? The one that Asian girl, but married Brett Hedigan.
I know. They get divorced too. Didn't they get divorced? They still get.
But she was, I think, gold medal winner too.
Yeah. Oh.
Because the rink we played in LA last month, Michelle Kwan owns.
Oh, okay.
And we were in the parking lot and we're talking about it, and somebody goes, "Oh, she's married to Brett Hedigan," and someone said, "No, she married a senator."
Oh.
But right away, Jeff goes, "No soil testing." I mean, right away he came out with it. He's absolutely the funniest guy I've ever coached with. No
Christy Yamaguchi.
That's it. Yeah.
Deb came up with that one. Thanks, Deb. You magical.
Think their kids will be able to skate?
Oh, he was a good skater too.
That's
yeah.
what I mean. He was known for skating.
Yeah. Christy Yamaguchi.
Yeah.
I wonder how they would have met.
Didn't Ray Ferraro also marry?
No, he got married to the hockey player.
The hockey player, yeah.
Granato. Cammy Granato.
Tammy. Yeah.
Cammy. Yeah.
Cammy Granato. With Tony, right? Did you play with Tony?
Yeah, I played with Tony in LA. Yep.
Oh,
Cammy Granato.
Richardson hit on him.
Whew. Yeah.
He was a good player.
Who else? Like, what hockey players got married to like famous women or whatever? Well, Ron Gretzky was married to Carol.
Mike Fisher married Carol.
They get divorced.
Oh, they did. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Dion Phaneuf with that girl at the Avery.
Yeah, I know.
I remember her name. She was kind of famous, not.
Yeah.
Ron Duguay and Kim Alexis.
Yeah, Ron Duguay still with Sarah Palin.
Sarah Palin. Yeah. Kind of famous.
Who else? Huh.
Maggie Thatcher. No.
Mike Madonna got married to. She was a good golfer. Actually, her father was did the color with Sam Rosen on the Rangers. Joe Micheletti.
And then Mark Osborne. You play with Mark, right?
Yep, that's right.
His wife is the actress. She was
in the movie Irving Cowboy with John Travolta.
Yeah, and also with Chevy Chase when he was. What was the name of that movie? But anyhow, her.
Oh, okay.
She was pretty famous.
Yeah.
Kelly something.
Yep. She would always tell Mark how handsome she thought I was. Drove him nuts. Yeah. It was actually very funny.
He's only human.
That's what I told him. I don't know if that really helped too much, but yeah.
What about Rod Gilbert married the girl that was remember United? No, it was Eastern Airlines.
Oh, did he?
She was. So they had an ad in the 60s where one of the stewardesses, very attractive, is in a bikini and she's like in water and has come down to Florida, and that's who Rod married.
Oh, I didn't know that. So his last wife that he had, Judy?
I don't know if it was the last one or which one.
He had a few of them.
Yeah.
So, well, I guess I didn't marry this girl, but Julie, well, she's a big time model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently smart too.
She was very smart. Yeah. I remember breaking up with her and I was like, man, this is just it just doesn't fit in my world at this point.
Not my pay grade.
Yeah. I remember the guy saying to me, like, what the heck are you doing?
Yeah.
Like she's worth tons of money, owned a home place in the city, beautiful.
Obviously.
Totally dedicated.
We're forgetting Carol Alt.
Gretzky and Janet Jones.
Carol Alt with Greshner, and then Yashin.
With Carol Alt, you're right. She's a two-timer. Valerie Bure.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Janice Gretzky. Esposito's wife, Donna, did modeling. Yes. Yeah. Modeling was almost like, Yeah. It had to be like who else? Well, Charlie Simmer was famous with the Playboy model.
And I think Wayne and Dave Babbage married twin. They were identical twins also, and they were both Playboy.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Wow, those two guys wore sweaters all the time. There's some hairy men there.
Yes, they were.
Ooh.
Yeah.
God.
I remember Manchu in kindergarten.
They would shave their neck and face and everything, but the hair was so much on their back, like in their jersey, would stick up from their. Like what is wrong with you?
They truly were offside by a hair.
Oh yes, they were. That was funny. Man, both of them too. Remember? Oh, yeah. I think one of them went bald, so it's funny. So he had hair all over his body except on the top of his head.
It's a little bit of a punishment.
Carrie Underwood and Mike Fisher, yes.
Yeah.
Somebody saw that one. Yeah. I'm trying to think of who else would have been.
Let's see.
Famous.
I'm sure we're missing a whole bunch.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think more on the Rangers. Who else would have been?
Who you knew? Yeah.
Yeah. Mike Blaisdell had his wife was a model.
Yeah. Well, Peter Nedved was married to a Victoria's Secret model.
Yes.
Yeah.
That I tell you that when I got in the agent business, went back to Ranger, they had the green room. Remember the green room where all the wives were? Yeah. Oh, that was a fashion show. Especially had all the Czech players there, the Czech wives and everything. Oh my God. Tom could have hooked Tanya Harding.
Yeah, there you go. Good call, Bill.
So she was the one that got hit, right?
No, she was the hittie. Well, she didn't do it, but she hired some big fat idiot to do it.
But Tanya wasn't that. She's kind of a rough-looking woman, wasn't she?
Trailer Park, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Became famous for her wedding.
Here's an analysis that may not have been done by many people, but I felt I should do it. Actually, a friend of mine helped me with this. So we started off the Olympics. The women they had in between periods that were with Anson Carter and what's his name? Very nice person, very professional, but ultra short skirts on, very short.
Yeah,
you're worried about them catching a cold, actually.
Yeah.
And they didn't do any close-up pictures of their face. They would have close-up pictures of Anson Carter and JT Oshie, but they wouldn't have a close-up picture. I looked her up, and she's a very attractive woman. It's okay. So now, as time went on, now they switched to the pantsuits, like the Hillary Clinton pantsuit kind of thing.
Yeah,
and super baggy. So, was there some evaluation done? There's just too much attention on the legs or something, or what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a good observation. Yeah.
So the boss says, hey, listen, we're not putting on a porn show here. This isn't OnlyFans. Right.
We're not Rex Ryan showing off our feet.
There's a sick man. I'll tell you what, there's some sick people out there that were
hobbies, but he's a good coach.
All right. I think it's fair to say that we've changed the world here in this last hour and a half. Again, our mission is going to be, everybody, obviously we want to continue on with the 988 hotline and helping people with mental health.
Yeah.
But we're on a mission now to really, instead of talking about trying to make a difference with, what are we going to title it? The child abuse issue? Is that
the trafficking part? Which is
trafficking part of it. So we're going to do our best to make, to try to highlight her. I don't know how we say this the right way.
I think here's a good idea. Why don't we start with researching groups that are doing it right now, so that if people want to donate or donate to their time or whatever they can contribute. I think that's be a good.
Yeah, we want to bring the whole subject to light much more. I think we know the reasons, but it's not. It's one of the worst things that could happen to young kids, to families. It's life changing.
It's murder.
Yeah. So we're going to make sure you're good point. We're going to find places that are already doing it. We're going to highlight them. How do you help them? How do you donate? So that's going to be our mission from now on.
I think that's what we'll do. I have a couple that I'll research.
Good deal. All right, buddy. Mark, you're one heck of a human being. You're magical.
I'm trying.
No, you're not trying. You're doing.
Apparently, though, so we had practice Wednesday night. It was late. Tom, at 9:00, I'm in bed, right?
Oh, yeah, totally.
So Jeff says, go down there and work with the goalies on rims. And so I could barely move the puck. I'm so tired.
Yeah.
So we get in the locker room. He goes, you need to work on your wrist strength. You know, he's kidding around. I go, why? He goes, those rims? I go, yeah, I know.
All right, brother. Have a fantastic day.
Have a good one.